Salinas family. Saturday at 7:30 on KSBW 8.
Due to the following special programming, the Oprah Winfrey Show will be shown at 4 today and return to her regular time tomorrow afternoon at 3. Now KSBW 8 is proud to bring you 8 Days to Christmas, a 1-hour holiday special benefiting the Salvation Army. Now here's Joe Glover and Margot Myers.
And back live at our main studios at KSBW in Salinas. Until 7 o'clock tonight, your chance to get involved with 8 Days to Christmas and to help out the needy through KSBW and the Salvation Army for this Christmas season. 5 locations.
That's right. We're all around the Central Coast today. We're in Watsonville, at the Kmart Shopping Center at Freedom and Airport Boulevards. We're also we're in Salinas right now at 238 John Street at John and Front Street, so you can stop by and see us. Jim Vanderswan is in Seaside at the Kmart Shopping Center, Canyon Del Rey and Highway 1. Dave Gonzalez in Watsonville. In Santa Cruz, Dennis Lennon is standing by at 7th and Capitola Avenue. And there's also a Hollister drop-off point, and that is at Spencer Reynolds on 800 Bolsa Road. So you can just stop by and drop off your donations.
And in addition to those locations, in addition to here on the Central Coast, word of this event has spread all the way to Washington. And earlier today, we had a message from Leon Panetta, congressman from the 16th District, who says he's 100% behind our efforts.
The Salvation Army has dedicated itself over the years to improving the lives of the neediest in our society, poor, the homeless, the unemployed. The many volunteers who donate their time and their energy to this outstanding organization are to be commended, particularly during this holiday season. I want to join Channel 8 in urging you to help by donating toys, clothes, or food and bring them to locations nearest to you. Your contribution will be warmly appreciated. Thank you and happy holidays.
Congressman Leon Panetta of the 16th District. Also behind our effort is Mayor Russ Jeffries of Salinas. Now, Mayor Jeffries, I know that the city of Salinas also does everything it can to help out the Salvation Army.
Absolutely, Joe. We're really behind the Salvation Army. It's a very important organization and program. It's been established here in Salinas since 1894. The Salinas has always worked with the Salvation Army and helping in funding and Social Services Board and also helping them with the homeless problem we have here in our area.
Mm-hmm. Now, the Salvation Army is indeed a very important organization in the city, not only at Christmas time, but year-round.
Absolutely. It has helped the city year-round. We have referred several hundreds of people to them year-round, and they've always come through and helped them with either food, money, lodging, transportation, or whatever is needed. And they are a tremendous organization and tremendous asset to our community.
All right, and I think we can safely say that the city of Salinas is 100% behind our 8 Days to Christmas effort.
Absolutely, and I appreciate what KSBW is doing and for our community and the Salvation Army. And I would just like to say this is the year to be giving and the time to be doing that, and for all of our citizens to reach down and contribute a little bit more to the Salvation Army.
Mayor Russ Jeffries of Salinas, thanks for being with us and thanks for helping us out.
Thank you, Joe.
Now, we'll switch to one of our remote locations all the way over to Seaside and the Kmart shopping center there. Our Jim Vanderswan has been there since early this morning and is just getting warmed up. Jim?
That's right, Joe. Thanks. Just like magic. Here we are in Seaside. It's a gorgeous day. The sun is shining in my face, and we're getting some good response out of here. Lee Chamberlain is with me, and she's on the Salvation Army Board. Welcome, Lee.
Thank you, Jim.
You will be pleased to know that the folks in the Monterey Peninsula have been coming across for us today with all this stuff back here, plus a whole truckload of stuff. We've been gathering up all day long in the way of...
I noticed the Army over there.
We've got the United States Army loading and everything, volunteers. Now, you've got
across.
something special right here you want to tell us about.
Yes, I do. I've got a check for $500 from the Carmel Bay Seroptimus Club that I belong to, and they gave $500 toward the Senior Daycare Center.
Terrific. That's something we want to see, because a part of it is for the kids, of course.
Yeah.
Part of it is for needy families, and a lot of work is being done by the Salvation Army for the senior citizens, too.
You have no idea how much work we do. We have a latchkey program, as you probably know. We have a daycare center, and now we have the Senior Daycare Center.
Terrific. All right. This is what yeah, we can do it all that way. Yeah. We encourage you to come down. We'll be here for the balance of the day till 7 o'clock at Kmart in Seaside. Joe?
All right, I think we're going over to Margot Myers, who is standing by over there, or at least getting prepared. to talk to some youngsters who are in uniform. Now, of course, you know that we will be here, and we want you here too. We are at the KSBW main studio in Salinas at John and Front Streets, and at all of our other locations we are live. Jim Vanderswan is in Seaside, Dennis Lennon in Santa Cruz, Dave Gonzalez is in Watsonville. There's also a drop-off point in Hollister at Spencer Rentals, and we want you to be a part of this. Come by with canned goods, any kind of foods you have. We had some people come by with a truckload of freeze-dried food earlier in the day. You can come by with money or clothing, anything, toys. We've had a lot of toys today, and we need a lot more. Anything that'll make Christmas cheerier for the needy in the area. And the Salvation Army will see that all of these goods get to the right place. Now, Margot Myers is ready over there with a group of very good-looking youngsters in some very good-looking uniforms. Margot?
That's right, Joe. We've got the Echo Valley 4-H group here, and I wonder if each of you could just tell me your name real quickly.
I am Brian Martinson,
Rachel Dubeck.
Summer Jennings, Kim Van Cannon, Chris Mortensen.
And I understand that you have adopted some families through the Salvation Army, I believe. Rachel is their spokesperson. Maybe you can tell me a little bit how that works, Rachel.
Well, we adopted a family with 6 boys and 2 girls, and they age from 8 months to 13 years old.
Now, what do you do for the family then?
We collect clothes through our group and toys and stuff that we don't need anymore. And their most need is towels and clothes and stuff like that.
So you do this all year round. This isn't just a holiday thing, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate you coming down and continuing your good efforts throughout the year. We've got a lot of people. People are starting to come through again, and so we want to invite everyone to come on down. And we're at the Salinas drop-off point, also, as Joe mentioned, the other locations. But it's real easy. All you need to do is drive through. We've got some barrels lined up behind me. We've got a big 40-foot truck here that we're working to fill up, and it's only about a third to half the way full. So we need your help. And it's real easy just to stop by and donate whatever new clothes, new toys, if you have any canned food or anything like that, cash that you can donate. We'll appreciate your help. Joe?
Thank you, Margot. You are so right. It is very easy to do. You don't even have to get out of the car. We have some of the guys here from Fort Ord who are standing by, and they'll take your gifts of canned goods or toys and put them in the basket for you. If you need a receipt, you can get that also. One of the people who came by a little bit earlier this afternoon to drop off some canned goods is this young fella. Oh, what's your name, sir?
Joey.
Joey. Joey, how old are you? 2? I think you had 3 fingers up there. Thanks for coming by, Joey, and dropping some canned goods in the barrel. You've made Christmas happier for some needy folks in the Salinas and on the Central Coast area. Now, let's go to our Dennis Lennon, who also is another fella who really has a way with kids. We have seen that throughout the day today. These kids take one look at Dennis and run the other way. Dennis is in Santa Cruz at our KSBW studios there. Dennis?
Joe, I'm going to prove you wrong in just a second because I got a couple of the most beautiful little girls. In fact, 3 of them are with me, and I'll show you in just a second. First, I want to mention we're at 7th Avenue in Capitola in Santa Cruz. The action is picking up pretty good here this afternoon. Bring us anything you can, toys, canned goods, clothing, anything that will help. We've done very well so far. We got a 40-foot trailer out here. It's half full. We want that whole thing full before we leave here this evening at 7 o'clock. With me right now, a couple of beauties. This is Jenny and Shauna Palmer. And who's your friend here?
Katie Hansen.
Who's this? Jenny? Say hi to yourself. Look, you can see yourself over there. See? Jenny, what did you guys bring us today?
We brought some food.
Food, yeah. Do you know why you brought us the food?
For the poor.
Uh-huh. Shauna, thank you very much for coming by.
Thank you.
Tell us what school you go to.
Green Acres.
Green Acres School, and where do you live?
We live here in Santa Cruz.
Okay, and Jenny, you said you don't want to talk about your boyfriend?
No way.
Okay. And what's your name?
What's your name, Katie?
Tell us, Katie. Say hi, Katie. Okay. Katie, the silent one. Thank you guys very much for coming by. We appreciate it. As I said, we've got them here at 7th and Capitola. Joe, you said I don't have a way with kids. I'm proving you wrong. There's 3. Watch this. I've got 2 more coming here in just a second. A couple of other lovelies. I believe we have, it's Aaron and Abby Christopher. Hi, Abby. How you doing?
Hi.
How old are you?
2.5.
2.5. Do you know what's coming up later this month?
Yeah.
What?
Christmas.
Christmas. Do you know who comes on Christmas?
Yeah.
Who?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus. Is he going to bring you something good?
Yeah.
We appreciate you helping out. Aaron, now you...
Candy cane.
Oh, candy canes. Aaron, are you talking now?
No.
Aaron is, we've had a long ongoing dispute all day, Aaron and I. Aaron, how come, what's wrong? You don't like me, huh?
No.
Thank you very much, Aaron. I know actually you really do. Abby, thanks for coming by.
Candy cane.
Candy canes, yes, thank you very much. More kids, we're going to be here, like I say, till 7 o'clock this afternoon. More dignitaries are going to stop by. People are right out here in front of us now bringing more gifts. As I say, we've got a trailer that we want to fill up. We've had a few people say we're not that easy to find. We're at the KSBW studios right behind Firehouse West, which is across from a Shell station at 7th and Capitola Avenues in Santa Cruz. And we're going to be here till 7 o'clock tonight, and we hope somebody... So anybody who can will come by. I know a lot of you think, hey, well, the weather's no excuse. It's a beautiful day. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Well, we're not going to be here tomorrow. We're going to be here now, and you'll feel a lot better after you do it. And aren't you a sweetheart? Thank you very much. And some more canned goods. As I say. Hi. Okay. We're doing great with the kids here, Joe.
Yeah, I can see that, Dennis. Well, that Erin is a great judge of character, isn't she?
Oh, you don't like Aaron? Yeah, Aaron and I are going to get along before this is over. I'm not letting her leave till we get along, Joe.
Try a bribe, Dennis. Let's now. I think we're going to talk to Lynn Hansen now, who is from the Salinas Kiwanis Club. And we'll be going to one of our other locations in just a second. But first of all, the Salinas Kiwanis Club. Lynn, you and your group have a regular procedure throughout the year, and you do what you can to help the Salvation Army, don't you?
We've been actively involved with the Salvation Army for many years, and the membership does do a weekly and monthly and quarterly donation programs to the Salvation Army, and we also provide scholarships to summer camps for young people that the Salvation Army is involved with.
Tell me a little bit about the summer camp. How does that work?
We, through the course of the year, have a variety of fundraising activities, and every year we allocate a certain amount of money to send individuals, young people, normally 7, 8, 9 years old, that the Salvation Army nominates to a variety of summer camps that the Salvation Army may run, or if another organization has a summer camp, that the young person is interested in, then we will also fund their activities in that.
Lynn Hansen of the Salinas Kiwanis Club, thanks very much for being with us. Now, our focus at this very moment is, as you know, Christmas and the needy at Christmas. Anything you have that might make Christmas a bit cheerier this year for the needy and you'd like to have distributed through the Salvation Army, bring it by one of our 5 locations. One of them right here in Salinas in our parking lot at the main studios at John and Front Streets at KSBW, and drop it off. And the Salvation Army will see to it that it gets to the right place. Now, let's go to another one of our locations, and that is the Kmart shopping center in Watsonville. And our Dave Gonzalez is there. Dave?
That's right, Joe. We are at the Freedom Center in Watsonville, which is actually in Freedom. Figure that one out. We're moving right along here. The donations continue to come in. We're going to be here, of course, until 7 o'clock. We're trying to fill up a 40-foot trailer here full of donations, canned goods. You can bring by new clothes, new toys. Bring by some cash if you'd like, too. We've been adding up the cash here. We're over $600 worth. People have been writing us checks, and the donations have been rolling in, and we thank you very much for that. With me right now is Doug Whistler, who's the president of the local Kiwanis Club. And Doug, I know that Kiwanis has been active not only today, but all year long, helping out the Salvation Army.
Yes, we are. In addition to the money that we normally contribute from approval from the board of directors and from our club meetings, we've also been involved in a couple other things this Christmas time. Last week, the Watsonville Kiwanis hosted a joint meeting of service clubs at Monterey Bay Academy, and we collected canned food and focused some attention on the community can-tree drive.
And there's also, too, you were mentioning something about fines for the members. How does that work?
That's correct. Well, all service clubs extract fines from their members for various little things that they've been in the news for, whatever, and instead of it going to the administrative fund of the club or the service fund, we specifically earmark it for Salvation Army. And we met with the Salinas earlier this year and did that.
Okay. And any idea on how much money was collected overall?
A couple $100, $200-300.
Okay. It all adds up. All right.
It does. And additionally, we are also doing the bell ringing for the Salvation Army at the Nob Hill site. That is totally manned by the Watsonville Kiwanis, and that gives them the opportunity to have the bell ringers provided, as well as an extra site for them to collect the monies that they use.
I think a lot of people don't realize that they're not just Salvation Army people. A lot of them are from service clubs helping out.
The Salvation Army is always in need of volunteers for bell ringers, and I understand that the Watsonville Salvation Army, even at this time, could use a little additional help if you can help.
Okay. All right. Doug Whistler with the Kiwanis Club of Watsonville, and like we said, we're going to be here until 7 o'clock tonight. Invite you to come on down. We have a big trailer to help fill. We'd like you to help us out with that. Back to you, Joe.
Okay, thanks, Dave. With me now is Polly Carriaga of the Salinas Kmart store, and besides some Easter and Thanksgiving baskets that they give to the needy, I understand you also have a big shopping spree coming up.
Yes, we do. This Saturday we're having 25 children coming in from the Salvation Army, and what we do is we give them a gift certificate, and we help them pick out whatever they need, toys or clothes, and it's really something big for them. Also, we have Santa Claus there in the morning, and we're going to have a breakfast for them, and then their shopping spree, which is really exciting.
Helps make a Christmas special for someone else.
Yes, it does. It's really neat. It's to see the look on their faces. They get so excited they just don't know which way to go. It's like we trail after them, and they don't know. They're just going all over the place.
Certainly makes it all worthwhile.
It does.
Thanks, Polly. Let's check in now with Jim Vanderswan, who is in Seaside. Jim?
Thank you, Margot. Yeah, we're enjoying a beautiful day out here, and it's still filtering in, but we'd still like to see a few more people come through for the community, helping the Salvation Army. Tom Halwax is with me. He's the district chairman of the Boy Scouts of America.
Hello, Jim.
Great organization, and these young people are getting on the bandwagon early in life and helping out. What have they been doing for the Salvation Army?
Well, we've asked some of our units and our boys to go out door to door and collect toys and food and donations if they can, and bring them down to the collection points for the Salvation Army here.
And they've been doing just that, haven't they?
They have been doing that. And if you haven't been contacted yet, by the way, go ahead and put your uniform on as you get home from school and go next door. And if you're watching this and are the next door, Boy Scout comes up, please give a can of food or a small donation, whatever you can give for this good cause.
Yeah, and it's all going to go to the Salvation Army, which, by the way, it happens to be situated here in Seaside, but it covers all of Monterey County. It covers all the way down to Big Sur, and covers this whole area. So everything that comes into us is going to help the needy families right here in this town. And Tom, I want you to thank all those scouts for their help in this too. Tom Halwax with us. We'll be here all afternoon. Back to you in Salinas.
All right, that's Armageddon you are listening to here at the KSBW main studios in Salinas. A little bit of excitement in the parking lot here. They're actually just tuning up over there, I understand. Are you guys ready to go? This is the Armageddon Band. Take it away, guys.
To the light that guides you.
That's the Armageddon Band, and they'll be here in the parking lot at the main KSBW studios entertaining this afternoon. They, by the way, are out of a church in Moss Landing. It is a Christian rock band, and they'll be giving a concert tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at 180 Williams Road. That's the Salvation Army Church. The entrance fee, the admission fee, is 1 can of food. And, of course, that's for the needy for this Christmas season, the Armageddon Band. Doug Moore is with us from the Salinas Californian. Now, the Salinas Californian has taken part in the Salvation Army's Christmas Drive and our 8 Days to Christmas Drive this year. The Can Tree was one of the events you took part in.
Right. The California's been involved with the Can Tree Committee ever since it was incepted years ago. Currently, we help provide all the publicity we can in the newspaper. Plus, we provide free of charge to them posters and flyers to help get out the news about the Can Tree. Personally, the last 2 years, I've been on the committee trying to help as much as I can. This year, particularly, I'm a subcommittee of the schools, help coordinating all the barrels of food that we have coordinated with them. And hopefully have a good turnout this year for that.
Now, we see, as you do, you work for a newspaper, we for a television news department. The Salvation Army does do an awful lot of sorely needed work during the year, and especially at Christmas time.
Oh, definitely. There's something that we do need in this area, and I think the Can Tree Drive is just one of the many things that they do for the Salinas Valley.
Thank you for being with us. Thanks for being part of our 8 Days to Christmas. Let's go back to Dave Gonzalez now, who is in Watsonville in Freedom. Dave?
That's right, Joe. We're at the corner of Freedom and Airport here in front of the Kmart and the Freedom Center. We've had a lot of wonderful people coming by and dropping off gifts and cash, and we just like to take this time to thank all those folks who have donated. And if you haven't, you live in the Watsonville Freedom area, this is the place to do it. Airport and Freedom right here in the Freedom Center. One of the people we had drop by, this little fella right here, just dropped by a couple minutes ago. And your name is Greg Samet, right?
Yes.
Okay, and what'd you bring for us here, Greg?
A silver hawk.
A silver hawk. And why did you bring us the silver hawk?
Because I already have one.
Oh, you have one. And I understand you got one for your birthday and you already had one?
Yeah.
Or you got 2 for your birthday or something like that, right?
I got one from my grandma, and I got the same one from my other grandma.
From your other grandma. The grandmas are going to have to get together on the birthdays, aren't they?
Yeah.
Decide who's going to get you a silver hawk next time. You got Christmas coming up, huh?
Yep.
What do you want for Christmas?
Well, I want the talking Mickey Mouse.
Talking Mickey Mouse. All right. I hope you get it. Somebody told me that you're suffering from cerebral palsy. Is that right?
Yes.
You had a couple operations on your legs.
Mm-hmm.
But you made it down here anyway, didn't you? Just to give us that silver hawk. That's great. Thank you, buddy. Thanks a lot. Some of the people who are helping us out. He came down here in his walker to donate his toy. Hope that you can come out and help us out as well. Also, some of the people who are helping us out. Tony Campos, who is with Campos Real Estate. And you've been quite active in the Watsonville area here, helping us out, helping out
Yes, I have. I've been active for the last 4 years. Started out as a small gesture to the people in our community that needed a little extra food for Christmas. Through the Board of Realtors being president that year, we collected 175 turkeys. We saw the opportunity to get the whole community involved, and that's when the Can Tree started in Watsonville, and we've called it the Community Christmas Can Tree. The first year was very successful. It was a shot in the dark, and we went out and collected $18,000 in cash and about 60 tons of food. We were very fortunate at that time of year that is when everybody was on strike, and we had a lot of the produce companies give us a lot of produce that accounted for a lot of the tonnage. Last year, we also did it last year, and we had a Christmas Spirit of Christmas at the Fox that netted us a lot of money, and 100% of that money goes to the Salvation Army.
Right.
Last year we collected $20,000 in cash and 40 tons of food, and we're hoping this year the take will be a lot bigger. We are having a Spirit of Christmas at the Fox this coming Friday from 7:30 to 9:30. 100% of the money goes to the Salvation Army. Nobody takes a dime. The theater is donated. The music is donated.
I understand the Watsonville Band's going to be there that night.
The famous International Watsonville Band.
Okay, and they are world famous, as I understand. We got a van pulled up here. I'm not sure who this is, but some of the boys from Fort Ord are helping us out to unload that. You can see the donations are just coming in all day. We're going to be here until 7 o'clock. We hope that you'll drop by at Airport and Freedom and the Freedom Center right here in Freedom or Watsonville, whichever you prefer, in front of the Kmart. Come on and help us out. Joe?
Well, thanks, Dave. We're here, and we're introducing you to some of the many volunteers who are behind this program. And one of the volunteers is Doris Hartman of the Zonta Club, which is a women's professional group, and they've been involved in several holiday activities to help out the Salvation Army this year.
Well, I'm a member of the Cantry Committee with the Board of Realtors, and my Zonta Club has always rung bells, rung the kettles. And this year, as well as the other years, for our Christmas party, we've always made donations to the Salvation Army. And we have made donations to many different organizations, but we always feel like donating to the Salvation Army and putting our time in is one of the most rewarding that we can do. We rang the kettles on the other day when it was so cold, but it's still a rewarding thing to know that you've done something, and it sure gets you in the spirit.
That's right, and spread the holiday spirit with the Salvation Army. Let's check in with Jim Vanderswan now in Seaside. Jim?
We are inside of the Salvation Army truck where we've been loading all the things we've been gathering in Seaside all day long. From Fort Ord Military Base, of course, we've got some folks helping us out. Private Solt here, Private Payer, Private Lendeman. They've been handling all this gear since early in the morning. We've been, of course, taking in cans, and we have lots of toys and clothing and so forth, and some rather unique donations. We had a nice financial donation from the NAACP, a nice monetary donation from Elsie Clark, a Marina, and she also made some beautiful handmade toys and dolls. The sole reason was it was in her heart, because years ago the Salvation Army helped her out back in Chicago many years ago. And one lady even donated a bottle of wine and a goose. We'll take care that somebody gets that too. Now, of course, we want to discourage frozen foods or perishables because we're going to have to move this stuff around for a couple of days before we can get it to the help of the needies, which this chapter of the Salvation Army serves some 30 needy families per day. And that's up at least 10 per day from last year. So if you can bring in canned goods, we still need some blankets, some clothing, of course, toys for the kids to make Christmas a little brighter. And we're going to be here at Kmart until 7 o'clock tonight. Hope to see you down here.
All right, thank you, Jim. Yeah, we're, now don't drive up too far. I want to talk to you real fast. As you can see, we have a line of cars here now. The activity is picking up, people dropping by and dropping off canned goods and toys and clothes. Now we have a woman here writing a check. What's your name?
Marguerite Hall.
And Marguerite, you are from what town?
Salinas.
And you came by with a check, and what else?
A couple dolls and a blanket and food.
Feels kind of good to be part of this, doesn't it?
I'm glad to see you guys doing this. I really am.
Thanks for coming by, and Merry Christmas. And you can be part of this, too. We are at 5 locations, and all of them have drive-through capability. All you have to do is come by and hand over whatever it is you want to give to make Christmas somewhat brighter for the needy this Christmas season through our 8 Days to Christmas campaign. One of the other locations is Santa Cruz, and is our Santa Cruz studios, and Dennis Lennon is there. Dennis?
Joe, we are indeed back at the Santa Cruz Studios, 7th Avenue in Capitola, in the friendly city of Santa Cruz. One of the friendly people from this town is Rosemarie Modena. She's with the Pacific Western Bank. She's also on the advisory board of the Salvation Army, so she knows about getting involved in worthy causes. And your bank did something interesting this year, Rosemarie.
Yes, we did. We had pickup spots in all of our lobby, containers. Customers brought canned goods. Employees brought canned goods. All the boxes got full. It was wonderful.
It was. Have you done this before?
Yes, we did it last year also. And it's really gratifying. People bring a lot of food, feed a lot of hungry people.
And this year was beyond your wildest expectations?
Yes, it certainly was.
So we hope you're going to do this again next year.
Every year, we hope.
We certainly thank you, good folks at Pacific Western Bank. And you're also on the Advisory Council of the Salvation Army. So could you tell us about some of the things they do during the year that helps the needy?
We provide immediate housing if it's necessary. We help pay their electric bill if it's necessary. We give brown bag lunches during the week for those that need to have lunch. A lot of things go on down there.
We certainly thank you for coming by. People like this are what makes it happen, and you can help it make it happen too. Come on down, 7th Avenue in Capitola, behind Firehouse West at the KSBW Studios. Take a ride at the van that says KSBW on it. We're going to be here till 7 o'clock. Back to you guys in Salinas, I believe. Joe, are you still there?
Well, Joe's he's nearby, and we've got a band here. We've got a lot of people stopping by, and we're having a lot of fun. And 41% of the Salvation Army are made through private contributions. 41% of the money that comes in, and one of the contributors locally is Alex Hale of Granite Construction, and you've been helping out the Salvation Army for a long time now.
Well, Granite has been active in the Monterey Bay Area since 1922. I can say for the last 23 years that I've been with the company, we've made a contribution every year. I'm particularly happy this year to be able to make the one in the magnitude we did, and especially happy to see the support that the Salvation Army is receiving from KSBW TV. I think the media is extremely helpful and is showing itself to be a real part of our community.
Thank you for your contribution as well. Let's check in now with Dave Gonzalez, who I believe is standing by in Watsonville. Dave, are you there? Okay, I guess we'll check in with him in just a moment. Let's check in with Joe Glover now.
Thank you, Margot. Don Locke is here from the Salinas North Lions Club. And you folks are in the 7th day of a campaign to help the Salvation Army.
Yes, we get our whole group out there every year. It's a very enjoyable thing to help ring the bells, to raise money for the Salvation Army. They could always use more volunteers. There's never enough out there to man those bells, so if anybody had any spare time, I'm sure their help would be welcome.
How many years have you been involved with this?
This is about our 6th year now.
Kind of gives you a good feeling, doesn't it?
Right, and we try to do a little more every year, although that gets harder, but we try to add a little more time every year that we can, so.
Thank you, Don, for being with us. We would like everybody to join us in our effort, our 8 Days to Christmas effort this year. You can make Christmas a whole lot nicer for some needy family on the Central Coast. Blankets, toys, money, canned goods, anything you have. That's Armageddon, incidentally, in the background there, a Christian rock band, and they will be performing in concert tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at 180 Williams Road, the Salvation Army Church. One can of food is all it takes to gain admission to that concert tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Let's go to Dave Gonzalez now, who is in Freedom at the Freedom Shopping Center there and at the Kmart. Dave?
That's right, Joe. We certainly could have asked for a better day. Our two Jims, Vanderswan and Adamson, certainly came through for us. Last couple of days haven't been too nice. I'm here with Dale Rich, who is the president of the Lions Club, Lions International, and you folks do a lot of work for the blind, especially. I know that a lot of folks, when they think of Lions, think of the blind work that you do, but also helping out the Salvation Army, of course.
Very, very much. And it's the Watsonville Host Lions Club here in Watsonville. We help the blind, and this time on the money we're giving to the Salvation Army, we're having a little Christmas party for all the members and their wives, and we all bring a gift. Then we raffle that money, gifts off. We take that money and we add to it up to $1,000, and we give it to the Salvation Army. We've been doing this every year right along now. We think it's a great thing. Instead of giving cans, we give money. I think the money helps a lot more.
That's good, because I guess the Salvation Army can take that money and decide where it's needed most.
Yes,
and spend
because
it
a
there.
lot of people don't have clothes, and they don't have this and that. And besides them, we help different charitable things in this town. Youth, sclerodoma, elderly people, and then glasses for kids, the school kids. We have one representative that school nurses call and tell them about different children that parents can't afford glasses.
Whenever I hear about Lions, I always think of White Cane time.
That is it, White Cane. This last year on the White Cane, we're very proud of ourselves. For 2 days, we had 16 members out, and we raised $2,500 from the people of Watsonville. We think they're terrific.
Great.
And we have other Lions clubs here in town that do the same thing. But I'm very proud of the club I belong to.
And you should be.
Yes.
All right, thanks, Dale. Of the Watsonville Host Lions, and one of the guys who, well, this thing is all about, I guess, one of the guys with the Salvation Army, Ben LaBarge, he's the captain of the local area here. How are things going? We filling that trailer up pretty well?
Yeah, they're going tremendous. We're getting a good response. I can see it's probably about a quarter way full, so it's going very well.
We hope that when folks start getting off work and so forth, kids getting out of school, and I see that the traffic is just starting to pick up, we hope that the donations will really start to roll in. What are some of the things that, if I give you a check for $20 or $2, where does that money go?
Okay, the money will go for Christmas first. That's our priority, is to buy food and to buy toys for the families for Christmas.
And about how many kids or toys?
Last year, we're going by last year's to know for this year. Last year we did 3,500 toys and for 3,500 children. So, and we did 850 baskets. This year already we're at 850, and the deadline is tomorrow, but families are still coming in and applying. So we're confident that we'll reach around 1,000 families this year.
So there are a lot more needy people than we realize out there.
I would say yes.
Okay, all right, thanks. Ben LaBarge of the Salvation Army and Dale Rich of the Watsonville Host Lions. Thank you, folks, for being with us.
Thank you.
And you're the folks who make it happen. Come on down and give us your donation. Once again, we're asking for new clothes, new do toys, food, or make a cash donation. You know, a fella came up to me just a couple of hours ago, and he drove up and he gave me a couple cans of soup, and he pulled $2 out of his pocket, and he says, "I'm really sorry about this, but this is all I have." And I didn't know what to say to the guy. This is all we're asking for, folks. We're not asking for big donations. We have had a few. People like Cheryl Yadnick came back from Watsonville. She dropped us off $100. Phoenix Crystals, a shop back here in the Freedom Center, they gave us $150. That's fine, and we do appreciate that, and it certainly make somebody's Christmas a little better. But those folks who came by and pulled $1 or $2 out of their wallet, those are the things we really appreciate. If we had everybody dropping off a couple of those, we'd do really well. Let's go back to you, Joe and Margot.
You are so right, Dave. All it takes is a can of food. Drop by here in Salinas at our KSBW studios, at any of the other locations. A can of food, a blanket, some frozen food. We have the facilities to keep food frozen.
And even stuffed animals, we're getting quite a collection here, like this frog. But all it takes, like Dave mentioned, is just a little bit, because every little bit really does help. And as we've mentioned throughout the day, we're at 5 different locations, so you don't have to drive all the way to Salinas if you're in Watsonville or Seaside or whatever. You can just go to the one that's closest to you.
Yeah, we would like to thank, incidentally, Steve Barrett of KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken on East Alisal. The crew there, the Kentucky Fried Chicken, donated $75 and also sent over something for us to eat here. And Al Starkey of Little Caesars, the franchisee on 2 Little Caesars locations in Salinas, came by and dropped off a bunch of pizza for the crew, and it disappeared in about, I'd say, yeah, 2 minutes at the very most. Let's go to one of those other locations we have been talking about. Our Jim Vanderswan is at the Kmart Shopping Center in Seaside.
That's right, Joe. Still hanging around here, having a good time. People are coming by now. In fact, we're kind of noticing things are increasing a little bit, which is makes sense. Kids are out of school. It's a good time to come on down, do a little shopping, and help out the Salvation Army. Dee Adolph is with us from the Bank of America, the Carmel Pebble Beach branch, right?
Yes.
And you were telling me about something that's been going on in your office this year, which I think is a stroke of genius. Instead of giving away the $5 to $10 gifts, they've been doing something new. Tell me about it.
I'm very pleased. They decided this year, instead of exchanging presents, that we would make contributions to the Living Doll program. And this is the 3rd year we've done it, but a little bit more extensive this year. We're really pleased about it. We're very proud of ourselves, and the good will bring a bunch of children. It really is wonderful.
I think it will. And just for the benefit of those who don't know, what's the Living Doll program?
Well, once a year around Christmas time, the Salvation Army has a lot of nice volunteers, and they come to this wonderful Kmart, and they're able to go in and shop, and the kids are given a certain amount of money to buy things, and it's just a wonderful morning, a Saturday morning, very early in the morning, and they really take over the store, and thanks to Kmart, it really is fantastic.
I think that's great. Dee Adolph, thanks for your Christmas spirit.
To be here. It really is. I'm very
All right, and if you got some time, come on down here and make your little donation, anything from a dime to dollars to blankets, food, and clothing. You know the rest. We'll see you in a while.
Not only are people coming by in cars, they're coming by on foot, and Jeremy is one of the people who has come by on foot, not empty-handed, however. Jeremy, what do you got here?
I've got a Santa bear, I've got a space shuttle Tonka set to give to the poor people, and I have some money.
Holy smoke. Jeremy, what's your last name?
Jeremy Baird.
And you're from Salinas?
Yes.
You go to school, or did you graduate already?
I go to school.
What grade are you in?
4th.
What school?
Loma Vista.
All right. Thank you very much for coming by, Jeremy. You know, this will make some kids very happy on Christmas morning. We'll hang on to the money for you, buy some food, some warm clothing perhaps, and the toys, we'll see that the Salvation Army gets it to some needy kids on Christmas morning. And you have a Merry Christmas too, Jeremy.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye.
A big thank you to Jeremy, and also a big thank you to Kim Kobo Trucking. They've donated their trucks at all of our locations today, and their drivers, Hector Anea, Wayne Blackham, Guy Woods, and Kenneth Green, have donated their time bringing the trucks down. Now, we've got a 40-foot truck out here. We're still working to fill it up. I don't think it's completely full, so we can still take your donations, and of course, we'll be here till 7 o'clock. We're waiting for you to come by.
Trucks in all of our locations. Let's run down the locations for you so you know where to go if you are in any of these communities. Just pick the one that is closest to you and bring by whatever it is you have available for our 8 Days to Christmas campaign. In Salinas, right here at 238 John Street at John and Front. That's our main KSBW studio. In Seaside, the Kmart Shopping Center, Canyon Del Rey, and Highway 1. Our Jim Vanderswan is there. Be glad to talk beautiful weather with you. Probably a little warmer there than it is here. They're right by the ocean there. They've got that ocean breeze. In Watsonville, the shopping center, the Freedom Shopping Center at Freedom and Airport Boulevards. Dave Gonzalez is there. Our Dennis Lennon, the guy who has a way with kids, is at 541 Capitola Avenue in Santa Cruz. 541 Capitola Avenue Extension. That's at 7th and Capitola Avenue. It's our KSBW studio in Santa Cruz. The Hollister drop-off point is at Spencer Rentals at 800 Bolsa Road. Stop by any one of those locations and drop off whatever it is you can afford to give to make Christmas better for some of the needy families on the Central Coast. The Salvation Army will see to it that what you bring by gets to where it should go. Let's go now to our Dennis Lennon, who is in Santa Cruz. Dennis?
Thank you very much, Joe. As you can see, 3 more lovely ladies. I keep doing it. This is Lenny Carr. You're with the Girl Scouts.
Yep, Aptos Corralitos.
Could you tell us what brought you down here today?
Well, we've been collecting cans. Actually, we had a Christmas party, and we raised the money for the Christmas party by recycling. So for admission, we asked for a can donation.
Okay, can we get Vicky, a little tight shot? This is Eileen. Hi, Eileen.
Hi.
What did you come down here today for?
Well, we came down here to help the people, help hungry people and distribute cans.
And you brownies do a lot of good stuff during the year, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
Well, we sure appreciate it. Thanks a lot for coming down.
Thanks.
I think you're probably going to be a movie star after this. What do you think?
I don't know.
How about you, Lisa? Lisa, what brought you down today? Same reason?
Yeah.
Are you having fun today?
Yes.
Why are you so shy? You're not used to being around a real handsome guy, huh? Okay. Thank you guys for coming down. Eileen, one more question. Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
What's his name? She said no. Okay. Once again, we are at 7th Avenue and Capitola Road in Santa Cruz, right behind the KSBW studios. Some people have said it's a little hard to find, but believe me, it's worth it. We have a bunch of good people here. We're having a great time. People are backing up, trying to get in here. We'll probably shift the camera around next time, let you show you the crowd we've got here. We're doing well. We'd like to compete with all the other places and see how many good people there are in the Santa Cruz area to help us out in this Christmas season on the 8 days of Christmas. 7th Avenue and Capitola Road, across from the Shell Station, behind Firehouse West. We got plenty of room for more folks. We got the guys from Fort Ord loading up the trailer there. We have a 40-foot trailer. Not quite full. We want to fill it up because I know those other sites are going to have theirs full very soon. And we'll be back with you through the course of the afternoon and the evening. We're here till 7 o'clock. More good people like Eileen and Lisa and Lenny. Thank you very much. And we're going to be here all afternoon and evening. Please come down and help us out. And now we'll go back to, I believe, Salinas.
You bet, Dennis. We're hoping to fill up all of the trailers in all of our locations. This is Ed Pio, who is the manager of the Watsonville Band. Now, the last time I saw you, Ed, was at Sherwood Hall. And I was covering the band as a story, and you guys were on the way to Europe. This was about 3 years ago, I guess, in the spring of 1985, yeah. And you have another trip planned next year.
Matter of fact, we're representing the United States on July 4th at Expo 88 at the World's Fair in Brisbane, Australia, with the entire group.
Well, I know that's a major undertaking. How many people in the band? It's massive, isn't it?
Actually, we'll be taking about 85 musicians and dancers and the rest of it, but we're the total group going right now is well over 700 people with boosters and everything else, so it's one of the larger groups to leave the country.
Yeah, it's not exactly what you'd call your intimate group, right. I know. You, in addition, though, to representing Watsonville and in representing this country and other countries, you also represent the Salvation Army, and you do what you can to raise money for the needy.
We're really happy to have done that. Actually, tomorrow night is the 3rd year in a row at the Watsonville Fox Theater, where we have... normally, I must tell you that normally we never charge for any concert or any performance by the Watsonville Band because no one gets paid within the group. But 3 years ago, they came to us and said, if we had a country concert at the Fox Theater and we sold tickets for $10, would you go along with it? I said, yes, only if 100% were given to the Salvation Army. They went along with it. So for 2 years now, well, I think last year was almost $15,000 in Watsonville. It was turned over cash-wise to the Salvation Army over there. this year in Salinas at Sherwood Hall last Wednesday night, and I just heard a few minutes ago that this year, our first year in doing that in Salinas, a little over 5,000. So things are looking pretty good from that standpoint.
Smoke. All right, well, now let's make sure you get as good a crowd as possible tomorrow night. So, incidentally, the Watsonville Band will be playing here, or at least a small point. This is the brass choir, isn't it?
A special, very special brass choir. I have to announce it that way or I'll be in bad trouble, believe me.
They'll be playing for us in just a couple of minutes here. But so nobody misses it who wants to be there. Go through the location and the time once again.
Okay. Tomorrow night at 7:30 at the Fox Theater, which is on Main Street in Watsonville, and there will be a few tickets left at the door. I understand as of today somewhere around 25 tickets. The other 1,000 and some have already been sold out. But we invite anybody that would like to come on down.
Ed Pio, the manager, and that's a big job, of the Watsonville Band. Thanks for being with us, and we'll get to hear some of the special brass choir a little bit later. Let's go to Jim Vanderswan, who's in Seaside at the Kmart Shopping Center there.
Thanks, Joe. Here we are with the mayor of Monterey, and that, of course, is Dan Albert. Dan, welcome to our little festival going on here today to benefit the Salvation Army. 8 days to Christmas, what we call it. Monterey, of course, is an important part of the Salvation Army. No doubt about it.
Yes, we're the hub of the Monterey Peninsula. We're right in the middle and very actively participating in the functions of the Salvation Army. Just to add, I'm also a teacher and student activity director at Monterey High School, and want you to know that the students there participate every year in their own canned food drive that eventually all goes to the Salvation Army. And they also have what they call a Pennies from Heaven drive, and they go around and collect coins and different denominations of money, and they total it all up and give it to the Salvation Army right before Christmas.
And that kind of makes them, it's got to make the kids feel good, you know, make you feel good too as a mayor of a community like that, to know they're really getting into this program and really helping people out.
Well, there's a lot of satisfaction, and that's what Christmas is all about.
Yep, that's it. You just said it right there, and that's an encouragement to you to make your donation. It can be in the matter of small change, big bills, it can be blankets, it can be canned food, it can be toys for the kids, whatever. And we're here at Seaside all day long, right in front of the Kmart. I hope you'll join us. Thank you, Mayor Albert, for being part of our day.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, Joe.
All right, thank you, Jim. Now, as promised by Ed Pio, who is the manager of the Watsonville Band, this is that very special Watsonville Band Brass Choir.
Get you in the Christmas spirit at the Watsonville Brass Choir. Let's go now to Jim Vanderswan in Seaside. Jim?
Stand by, Jimmy. Oh, boy.
Are we here?
You're there.
Yeah,
You're there.
we're here. Okay, there's...
I guess we're back here now. We'll try and get back to Jim in just a moment.
Yeah, okay. We're having a little problem with sound, with audio here, apparently. Jim couldn't hear that he was on, but we will get back to him in a moment. And we've just heard the Watsonville Brass Choir, Watsonville Band Brass Choir. And once again, they will be appearing tomorrow night at the Fox Theater on Main Street at 7:30, and the donation for the Salvation Army is $10. Now we're ready to go back to Jim Vanderswan, who's in Seaside. Jim?
Yes, we are, Joe. Sorry I missed you there. A truck went by and I couldn't hear what was going on. So we are here live and in person. I've got some senior students from Robert Louis Stevenson School. I'm going to let you introduce yourselves. Your name?
I'm Heather McMahon.
I'm Austin Choi. Bob Cole. Tony Jung.
Okay, you guys have been doing something nice for the Salvation Army, right? What is it?
We've been collecting cans for the Salvation Army, where our goal is like 1,500, and we've got about almost 1,400 right now.
1,400. And what have you been doing with all this?
Well, I've been counting a lot of the cans, and I've been making tons of telephone calls to fellow students saying, bring your cans.
And what do you think? How's the response been at school?
It's been a lot better after we started making the telephone calls every night to the students, and it's a lot better than it was last year.
What do you tell them?
Well, we just remind them to bring their cans because we'll announce during the day to have them bring their cans, and they'll forget, so we call them at night at home.
Good. And how long is this going to go on now?
This will go on until Friday the 18th. We originally planned to have it end today, but we extended it until Friday so people could bring in their cans for the last-minute rush.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now you're going to bring all the cans into the Salvation Army then?
Yeah.
Yeah? And what do you think? You think the amount of cans you're going to be able to generate, 1,500, is going to do a little good?
I think it's going to do a lot of good.
Yeah?
Yes, I think it will.
Make you feel better for Christmas?
Yeah, a little better.
Okay.
Definitely. It's great to give back to the community, so.
Okay, and here are some of those cans right now. More to come, and hopefully we can get some from you, too. We're in Seaside till 7. Back to Salinas.
Back to Salinas indeed, Jim. At 5 locations, incidentally, all over the area. Anytime you have a moment, get in the car, come by. All you have to do is pass that can of goods out the window.
That's right. You don't even have to get out of your car if you don't want to, because it is cooling off just a little bit. And now we have a very special visitor here, all the way from the North Pole, Santa Claus.
Oh, well, hello there.
Hello. I understand you were up in Seaside earlier today. You must be busy traveling around
I'm traveling all over the Central Coast today.
And what are you finding?
Aren't you a little early, Santa?
Well, we have to go out and make inspections, you know.
I see. To make sure who's being naughty and nice. Is that the story?
Well, that's part of it, yeah.
And to find out who wants and who needs what.
Well, that's part of it too. One of the things, we have great helpers in the Salvation Army, you know, and they pass out a lot of gifts for me.
And you're, I suppose, scouting that situation now, finding out exactly what is needed.
That's exactly.
We are doing. Did you want to talk to Santa Claus?
Well, hello.
I want for Christmas a remote control car. My mom told me.
Your mom told you wanted a remote control car, huh?
Hmm?
Well, that's
I like it
great.
very much.
Okay.
My dad always wanted one.
Oh.
And he also
Christmas.
wanted to know where your reindeer were.
Well, my reindeer is getting fattened up for Christmas Eve. That's what they're doing. Their elves are feeding them tonight.
All right, Santa, thank you for coming by. We are doing what we can to help the Salvation Army, who helps you.
Thank you very much.
And perhaps we'll make Christmas a lot nicer for a lot of needy
Thank you.
people.
Merry Christmas.
All right,
Bye-bye,
now
Santa.
we are going to our Dennis Lennon, who is at the KSBW studio in Santa Cruz. Dennis?
Nice job of interviewing that youngster, Joe. Santa Claus, I thought I just saw him here about 20 minutes ago. He really gets around fast. Once again, we're at 7th Avenue in Capitola in Santa Cruz, accepting donations right up till 7 o'clock. We've had a good day so far, but the day is not over. Some people may be just getting back from school. There's some students at UC Santa Cruz I'm sure would like to come on by and help out. Some other people just getting off work about now. Come on down. We're going to be here till 7, and we might even be here a little after that to accept anyway. I'd like to thank a few people who've been good enough to come by. Now, these are just a few of the many. Sherry Foltz of Ben Lomond, Kate Stafford of Felton, Pat Verdugo of Aptos, Ocean Chevrolet, the guys, Ed and Jerry in the Body Shop. You're wonderful. 4 cases of food. Jennifer Smith of Santa Cruz brought us just 3 big bags of stuffed dolls and toys like this. Does this look like anybody? Okay, we're going to give that away a little later. Brian Clark of Santa Cruz, stuffed animals, everything you can imagine to help the needy in this season. We're going to be here till 7. Back to Salinas.
Thanks, Dennis. Santa Claus is attracting quite a crowd of little youngsters around here. With me now is Glenn Wirtz. He is from the Bank of Salinas. And you folks certainly have a big job.
Well, we have a big job this time of year with all the merchants bringing in their additional monies, but with the Salvation Army, it puts a little extra load on the staff.
Now, I understand that you help collect and sort all of the money that comes in from the kettles.
Yeah, every day we wake up in the morning, come into the bank, and there's an awesome number of bags in there of change to be counted, about 20 bags of currency a day, and it takes its toll, especially after a 3-day weekend or something like that. We got to put in some overtime on Mondays.
But of course, it's all worth it. It goes to help those.
Well, all those extra efforts are almost insignificant compared to what these people do 365 days a year, 24 hours a day in most cases, and it's a little bit, but we enjoy helping where we can.
Okay, thank you very much, Glenn Wirtz from the Bank of Salinas. Let's check in with Dave Gonzalez, who's in Watsonville. Dave, how you doing?
We're doing pretty well out here, Margot. We got a lot of donations coming in. I think I've got that trailer about halfway full now. We just have the other half to go. And of course, we're expecting a lot of donations to come in, like I mentioned a little while ago, when people start getting off work, start turning on their television sets, and they know what we're doing out here. It's called 8 Days to Christmas, folks. There are several locations around the area, our viewing area, where you can drop off your donation. If you live in the Watsonville Freedom area, this is where you come, right here at the corner of Freedom and Airport. We're in the Freedom Center, right in front of the Kmart and the Albertsons and the Thrifty. You know the place. Come on by, drop off a cash, write us out a check, or pull a buck or two out of your pocket. We're not asking for much. If you have any new clothes or new toys that you'd like to donate, this is the place to do it. And we will be here until 7 o'clock tonight. Help us out. Back to you, Joe and Margot.
Thank you, Dave. There are 5 locations where you can come by until 7 o'clock tonight. You don't have all that long, so get in the car and come on by and drop off whatever it is you can to make Christmas cheerier for the needy. Now, as we have mentioned before, everyone on the Central Coast is getting behind our 8 Days to Christmas effort, and one of them is Barbara Shipnook, Monterey County Supervisor.
Those of us who live in Monterey County are indeed fortunate. We find ourselves blessed with the bounty of the harvest, the beauty of the coast, and a sense of community that pervades our everyday lives. We often don't see, or we fail to notice, those among us who don't share in this bounty, the homeless, the hungry, the disabled, or others less fortunate than we. During this season of giving, it is appropriate that we remember these people, that we share our bounty with them. So please join me in supporting the Salvation Army and KSBW by bringing your donations of food, clothing, or money to the appropriate location near you so that you can help those who are less fortunate than we. I would like to wish you all a very happy holiday season and a very healthy and prosperous new year.
All right, Barbara Shipnook, who stopped by earlier today to record that message for us.
We haven't really talked too much about where all of this money and food will go. The Salvation Army has all kinds of programs to help the needy. We've got a list of them here. There are shelters, there are street ministries, there's a latchkey program, senior programs. It's more than just helping out a couple families. The Salvation Army's programs are very widespread throughout the Central Coast.
Last year, I remember on Christmas Eve, I believe it was, I stopped by the shelter, the Salvation Army shelter on Main Street. Very warm feeling there. Everybody got a present, and there were refreshments, and Santa Claus, matter of fact, stopped by, and it was just a very nice place for some families who didn't have a place to spend Christmas, could go and spend the night, sleep in a warm bed. The shelter has 35 beds, and I am told that every single night they are full, and particularly at this time of the year. It is the idea is to keep families together. There are mothers and their children and families there. Single men are taken care of at another shelter. That is just one of the places where your donations go, and where the canned goods and the warm blankets can be used. Let's rapidly go down the list of 5 locations.
That's right. We're here in Salinas at John and Front Streets. Now we're also in Seaside at the Kmart Shopping Center, Canyon Del Rey and Highway 1. That's Jim Banner's one there. In Watsonville, Dave Gonzalez is at the Kmart Shopping Center at Freedom and Airport Boulevards. In Santa Cruz, Dennis Lennon is standing by at our Santa Cruz News Bureau there at 7th and Capitola Avenue. There's also a drop-off point in Hollister at Spencer Reynolds, and that's on 800 Bolsa Road.
And all of those locations will be open until 7 o'clock tonight, and anything that you can think of that will make Christmas better for someone will do. Frozen food, freeze-dried food, Christmas tree perhaps, canned goods, some money. Some toy that a child could use on Christmas morning. Come on by one of the 5 locations and drop it off. We'll be here until 7 o'clock tonight, and we'll be back on the air very shortly.
25,000 people won't celebrate Christmas because friends didn't stop them from drinking and driving. Cheers. Drinking and driving can kill a friendship.
According to the National Institutes of Health, 1 out of 2 middle-aged Americans has cholesterol that's too high, and most aren't really sure what to do about it. Now, there's an answer. The Stanford Eat Right system, available at many pharmacies, will give you the facts about diet and health and help lower your cholesterol. It's only a few dollars, and you get most of that back when you complete it. Don't worry, there are plenty to go around. The Stanford Eat Right system, now at many pharmacies.
Action News 8 at 6, tonight with Jim Vanderswan.